But first of all, let's get into how my week's going. I'm in week 2 of Buffalo Marathon training. So it's going pretty good. Right now, because I have 20 weeks between the half marathon that I just completed and the Buffalo Marathon, I laid out the training block in such a way that I have built in 2 weeks of rest. Now, I am running. If you follow me on social media, you've seen some of those running videos. I had a 6.8 mile run in the snow yesterday. We got a ton of snow. I earned another frozen beard award. Froze my beard right up. But I'm trying to run every other day. Now, if you've been following me for very long on socials, you know that I run pretty much every day. Last June was my biggest month in terms of mileage, and I ran 200 miles. So right now, I'm right around 20 miles. Last week I had 17. This week I'll probably have a little over 20, depending on how it plays out. But so far, since the half marathon, I'd say I'm a little bit sore, mostly on my right side, but actually right now this morning, I'm feeling pretty good. Today is one of those days where I would want to go out and run, and I probably shouldn't. I had that last Saturday, and I think that's why I had so much soreness going into this week, so like the second week of rest, so to speak, or light training. I felt really good last Saturday. It was 1 week out from the half marathon, and I decided to go as fast as I could. It was a beautiful day. The weather was good, and I got out there, and I think I ran 9-minute, 30-second miles. Really overdid myself. I really need to be right now in the 10 to 11 range. But once you get out there and you start to warm up and your body is telling you you're good to go, you want to go. You want to run fast. So I'm really trying to temper that a little bit. So as of, I would say yesterday, my legs were really sore, mostly in the quads and hamstrings. But right now, as I'm sitting here actually doing this episode, I feel pretty good. Today's a rest day. That's why I record. Today's Friday. And then I'll publish this on Saturday when I will do my long run. So right now, feeling pretty good. The weather here is starting to get pretty cold. I think we're going to have some of the coldest weather that we've had this winter. Either Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Somewhere in there, we're going to start to get into the below 10 Fahrenheit temperatures. And I don't think this winter I've run in those conditions. Back like 6 years ago when I was trying to lose weight and I walked through the winter, I did get that low in the temperature range, but since I've been running, I've never gotten that to that level. So the weather is starting to get cold. I've been doing some light lifting, stretching, trying to get the muscles stronger. I know that in my first marathon, I struggled at the very end with hamstring tightness, quad tightness. It was a real problem. It actually ended up costing me probably 40 to 50 minutes of time because I was running good, and then around mile 15, 16, 17, 18, I just had to walk. And I walked probably, conservatively, probably 6 miles. So of the 26. Now, I was able to get my wind back and loosen things up for the last couple miles and kind of like slowly jog to the finish. But I was really hoping for a 4.5 hour marathon in my first marathon. And all those leg muscle pains, I couldn't do it. So trying to work on that. I'm going to try to be consistent with the lifting throughout this training and really carve out some days for aggressive stretching and focusing on the adductors, the glutes, and lifting's not my passion, and certainly not lifting legs. So I'm really trying to make that a focus this time around. So that's how the last week went. Saturday, Sunday, we'll finish up week 2, and then we're going to start getting into the meat of the early training block for the Buffalo Marathon. I think I mentioned last week I'm training for a 3 hour and 55 marathon. I fully expect I won't hit that number, but that's what I'm shooting for. I'm going to train in that direction, and that way, if I miss, I'll probably be in the 4 hour 20 range, and I'm happy with that. My first marathon was 5 hours and 2 minutes, so if there's some leeway there, if something starts to hurt, I can walk and still feel good about myself. I fully expect that I will not be over 5 hours. Ugh, I'm almost hesitant to even say that, but I felt really good for the full 13 miles of the half marathon, and that was in the cold. So I'm hoping the weather difference will help me out there too.